Is this thing on? Yep, it's on. Hey guys and girls, it's your girl Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens, coming to you again with another Motivation Monday. And this is like the third video of Dive Into Your Debt. So hopefully you did the activity from last week, which was to get your binder, get all of your bills, put in the front half of your binder the bills that you want to pay off, and in the back half are the monthly bills that you cannot pay off, like utilities and so forth. So the question last week was, are your bills organized? Are your bills organized? And so the introduction. Welcome to the Green Fire Motivation channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support as the Green Fire Motivation community grows. The purpose of this channel is to get you to take action and take control of your life. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the like button, leave some comments at the bottom so we can go ahead and get out of debt together. So the question once again was, are your bills organized? And so, like I said, if you did the activity last week, you should have a binder. In the front of the binder, you should have the bills that you're trying to pay off. And in the back of the binder, you should have the bills that you pay on a monthly basis that cannot be paid off. And the purpose of having this binder is so that you have all of your bills in one place. Okay, so the next part of having your bills all in the binder, okay, is continuing to organize them. Now, the bills that are in the front portion of the book, which are the bills that you're trying to pay off, you want to go ahead and organize those bills from the least to the most. So say, for example, you have a bill that's $40, you want that bill to be in the front. If you have a bill that's $1,000, you want that bill to be in the back. So if your lowest bill is $40, you want that in the front. If your highest bill is $1,000, you want that in the back. And of course, this is just an example. So whatever balance the bills are that you have, just order them from least to greatest, okay? And then in the back of the book, which is the back portion, the bills that you do not pay off. Now, however you want to organize this is up to you. You can organize it the same way, from least to greatest, from greatest to least, what have you. It's not as important how you organize those bills because, like I said, they're monthly bills, so the chances of their monthly payments changing are rather slim. They may, but they may not. So the most important part is to get the bills that you're trying to pay off in order. Okay, get those bills in order. Okay, so suggestion. In the previous video, I actually mentioned, because a lot of people do their bills by email. You know, a lot of them are set up for e-billing, which is perfectly fine. Now, if you have an organized way, like I mentioned last week, to put those bills in one specific folder, that way anytime you open them up, all of those bills will be there and you can just, pay them as need be or as they come due, then that's perfectly fine. However, if you want to print those bills out and put them in the binder, that will be my suggestion. But once again, the decision is yours to make on how you want to keep up with those e-bills. I suggest print them out, but if you have a strategy that's already in place and is working for you, by all means do so, okay? Okay, so what I did was I had to divide the video because last week I ran out of storage, and so I had to end up deleting some more things so that I could actually record this video. So let me just check my handy dandy notebook. Oh, this is my Bright Ideas notebook. So I'm gonna go ahead and check my notebook and make sure that I'm not missing any important golden nuggets. Let's see. All right, so I think that I have covered everything. So you have your binder. You've divided it in half. Okay, front half, bills to be paid off. Back half is the bills that are monthly. And then you want to organize the bills in the front from the lowest balance to the highest balance. Okay, now, I don't know if you did that last week. Okay, but if you didn't, hey, you got a whole nother week to do it. No, you don't. Do it right now. Do it right now. Do it right now. If you got your binder, go ahead and get started. Find every bill you can possibly find, stick it in there, punch some holes in it, and go ahead and get started getting organized so that we can dive into our debt together. So this is Green Fire Motivation telling you to get organized today. Follow the steps, which are, pretty simple, and let's dive into your debt. Now, if I were to leave you a piece of advice, okay, so this is my complete disclaimer, okay? So listen very closely. Okay, so I think it's important for me to let you all know that there are thousands of ways that you can get out of debt. Okay, there are thousands of ways that you can get out of debt. But my whole purpose here is, 1, to get out of debt. 2, to show you as I'm getting out of debt. And 3, to make this process as simple as possible. Okay? I want to make the process as simple as possible. Whenever people hear the term, well, forget about that. Whenever I used to hear the term get out of debt, it was like a big weight would be put on my shoulders, and I would be like, oh my gosh, it's a lot that I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to pull my credit score. I'm going to have to make a whole bunch of phone calls to find out my balances. I'm going to have to go through a whole bunch of papers. Okay, so basically all these anvils were being put on my shoulders and then on my head and my thoughts, and it became a very taxing experience to even think about getting out of debt. Okay. Now, the reason why I say I want this to be a simple process is because I don't want it to be a process that's going to make you run away or make you abandon it or make you feel like, oh, I just can't do it. Okay. Now, there are many ways that you can get out of debt. There are people who, just throw all their money at their bills. There are people who, take their life savings and pay stuff off. There are people who decide they want to pay the highest interest rate first. They decide they want to pay the highest balance first. It all depends on the person. Now, me personally, I'm taking you through my personal debt expunging. So there may be quite a few things that I'm going to do that the conventional, person who knows a lot about credit scores and all of this stuff may not do or may even advise against. Okay. I'm asking you to follow the simple steps that I'm following because this is a trial and error for me just as much as it is for you. Now, prayerfully, we'll come out on the other side, on the other side where there is no debt, right? But I'm just letting you know, just like there's thousands of ways to lose weight, there's thousands of ways to get out of debt. This is just my way of how I'm planning to get out of debt, and I'm inviting you to go with me on this diving into your debt journey. Okay, so I would love to hear, from those of you who are gonna jump in with me. Leave a comment at the bottom. Type I'm in. Type I'm in. Type Green Fire Motivation. Type I want to do it. Type me too. Whatever you want to type at the bottom. And by all means, if you think there's anyone else who wants to follow a simple way to get out of their debt, please share this video with them, and there will be more videos to come. On some weeks, I may even do more than one video, but I know at least minimum the motivation, Monday motivation videos will be based on diving into your debt for at least the next 6 to 8 weeks. So, this is your girl, Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens, on the Green Fire Motivation channel. Thank you for sitting with me. If you have any questions, by all means, hit the comments. You can email me at greenfiremotivation2020@gmail.com. And by all means, come on back, y'all. I'll see you on Wordivation Wednesday. Bye.